Do you think wedding planning is the only way to make money as an event planner? Think again, my friends. Weddings are amazing. Obviously, it's our bread and butter, but they're just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many other event niches out there that could bring in steady income, help you avoid burnout, and even fill up your off season, because literally this is February and I don't have much going on. In today's video, I'm breaking down the event planning niches beyond weddings, why specializing can be a game changer, and how to break into new markets entirely. So if you're ready to expand your business, let's dive in. Weddings are obviously a huge part of the event planning industry, but let's be real, not every planner wants to work weekends year round or deal with like the high emotions of couples or have a seasonal business model entirely. So that's why exploring kind of other niches might be a great move for you. If you only plan weddings, you might have a few months where business kind of slows down. So we're talking usually November to April for me, but other events can really help fill in the gap. So I do corporate in my off season, usually in the winter time, which is perfect. It's also a great time to do all sorts of like social events. So of course corporate, but you could do birthday parties or even like cute Valentine's Day things in February. Obviously holidays is a really popular one for corporate holiday parties, but there's so much other non-wedding related stuff that you could do. A lot of non-wedding events happen on weekdays. So yes, you can absolutely get your weekends back. And if you do not want to do weddings at all, I mean, hey, you might have a Monday through Friday kind of job. If you love designing unique experiences, I feel like branching out can keep your work exciting. So instead of just trying to plan everything for everyone, niching down makes it a lot easier, and you're kind of seen as that go-to expert in that space. We've really done that over the years, where we specialize in a certain type of wedding experience that is very niche market. And we've also translated that off to our corporate side. So our corporate clients know to come to us for that experiential aspect. They're not just hiring us for a meeting planning. Now let's talk about the best event niches there are out there. Some of these might actually surprise you. Okay, of course, there's corporate events and conferences. Let's put them all together. But this is a huge industry. So literally companies are constantly hosting stuff like product launches. We did some app launches, networking event, team building, retreats, annual conferences, like you name it. And the good news is they actually have big budgets for the most part. So if you want something that's consistent, high paying clients, corporate event might be the gig for you. And like I said, you don't have to just stick to kind of the more traditional meeting stuff. You can really incorporate your niche style into corporate events. Really, it doesn't have to just be a board meeting that you're planning to bring them snacks and appetizers, right? Like this could be something super, super creative and a really great way to fill in your downtime and especially make it more of a Monday through Friday kind of job. And on top of that, if you decide to specialize in an industry that's like super particular, like tech, finance, healthcare, that can make you a planner that is in high demand, because once the word spreads that you specialize in that, forget it. You're going to be booked all the time. Another category is like birthday parties and baby showers. Think luxury milestone birthdays, over the top crazy kids parties, or maybe like a beautiful styled baby shower. People are spending a ton of money, honestly more than ever, on these types of celebrations. And it is a great niche if you love that decor piece, the little details, and really making kind of these special milestone moments exciting for the client. This for me personally is my least favorite, I guess I would say, unless it's something like I see some wedding planner friends that started doing more like big Halloween parties, and that actually sounds really fun. Whereas as a baby shower, while I've done a handful of them, I'm a little less excited about them. But if you're someone that like really loves putting together that decor, a lot of the times it does involve a little bit more on the DIY side of things, because you're having to maybe go pick up some items or customize some signage and stuff like that. That might be right up your alley. Also, quick pro tip, you might want to partner with a balloon artist, bakers, or even a venue to create some type of all-inclusive package for these types of clients. That makes it really easy, and you guys end up being like a one-stop shop for those types of celebrations. Next, we have holiday events. We talked a little bit about this for the corporate side, but honestly, you could do these massive like personal holiday parties, New Year's Eve galas, just holiday events in general can be an absolute goldmine. Especially again, if you love the stunning decor, you love a good theme, and you are good with coming up with creative entertainment options. I do think that's something that sets those types of events apart. They get really creative entertainment stuff. Like I'm talking champagne passed in a, it's called like a champagne dress. Basically, there's these models that can walk around wearing this like metal cage of a dress, and there are little circles in the dress, and they put champagne glasses in there. So stuff like that where you're really ready to think outside the box and you're not just decorating with red and white Christmas decorations on the mantle. Other unique niches that you maybe have not considered, proposal planning. So yes, people do hire planners just for the proposal. They want to make it extra special, and I'm kind of into it. I feel like that is a great segue into like elopements if you're wanting to get more of that. But I've seen all sorts of stuff, like even from the Kardashian proposals, like somebody's planning that, whether it's like a beachside rose-shaped heart situation, or even something special at a hotel, or a botanical garden. Like I feel there's a whole little mini experience that you could plan for them. And I would say these are particularly popular if you're in a touristy type of town, like if you're in a beach town, or you're in the heart of a big city, or a mountainside town. Those are great ways to take on more clients any time of the year and any time of the week. Next, we have charity fundraisers and galas. Nonprofits need well-executed memorial events to attract big donors, right? And I speak from experience here because this is what I started in. I started in the nonprofit world, and while it was like an amazing experience for me, it was more of a corporate position. So I was working for the nonprofit as an event planner. I was not running my own business as an event planner and being hired by them. Now, fast forward down the line, I did book a couple nonprofit clients through my own business. I would say these are kind of a challenging position to be in. They're not my favorite looking back. They have a lot of cooks in the kitchen is the best way to put it. Whether you're working with an in-house board of executives, whether you're working with sometimes executive assistants or people who have planned small events for the nonprofit, and now they're kind of trying to run the show on the big annual gala, it's a little bit hard to take into consideration everybody's point of view and making sure that all the goals are met and the budget is met. All that to say, if you're looking to get into that, it can be super rewarding, but you have to have a strong personality. You have to be able to stand up for yourself, because the other thing too is you have to be able to make money. You cannot just go into it and thinking this is a nonprofit, I'm going to donate my time, because that is where you're going to start to burn out. This next one is one of my favorites. I'm talking about luxury retreats and wellness events. So I'm thinking yoga retreats, self-care weekends, corporate wellness getaways. That niche is growing fast. I literally, in my immediate network, have several friends that are yoga teachers, and they're constantly planning weekend-long or week-long destination retreats. And I keep thinking, gosh, that would be so fun to do, not only just participate, but also be the event planner for it and get to travel. That's something that always these yogi type people, sometimes they're so creative and so good at what they do on the yoga side that they need someone to step in and help guide them on the business side and on the planning side. So if that's calling to you, I highly recommend you check that out. The other thing I was going to say too is, I've mentioned this before, but I ended up getting my travel agent certificate, not my own IATA number, if you know what that is, but I am basically under someone's IATA number. I use Fora. I'm not sponsored by them, but I've like really enjoyed my experience with them. And basically what that allows me to do is I can now book travel and hotel specifically is what I'm interested in for all of my clients. And you get commission on that. So just to tell you, if you haven't watched my other video about how I make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a year right now, go watch that video. I'll link it here, because that is a really great way to incorporate that as part of your planning business. Now, we also have people that are planning music festivals and pop-up experiences. I'm like super interested in the pop-up experience. I feel like there's a lot of even little shops and boutiques that are wanting to host like influencer events or just little micro experiences for some of their VIP clients or stuff like that. And I am very interested in getting into that in this next year. I'll keep you posted on that. But honestly, if you love like large scale logistics or planning concerts or festivals, that can be an exciting challenge. Like, I thought I liked the idea of festivals, but turns out that feels very overwhelming to me. And you guys, there are so many options. You just have to find what excites you. And that is the most important. Do not try to pick everything. Do not try to do everything. Pick the ones that really ignite something in you. And before I forget, I have started a YouTube membership where it's exclusively for wedding planners, and I am sharing some like very sensitive material inside this membership. I'm sharing my whole 2024 P&L and some mistakes I made in 2024, but I'm showing you every single number in all the categories. The other thing that I just did is I uploaded my entire Pinterest for Wedding Pros course that is a value of $297, and you get access to it for $24.99. So if you are interested in checking that out, I will be continuing to add some videos to this exclusive channel, and I am planning on doing some members only lives when we get some people joining the membership. I will put the link in the description below. I'd love to see you there. Let me know what you think if you do join, because I want to give you more of what you want. Okay, so how do you actually choose the right niche for you? I mean, here are 3 questions that you may want to ask yourself. 1, what type of event excites you the most? I've talked about this. If you kind of love the fast-paced environments, maybe corporate events are your thing. Maybe festivals are your thing if you love big crowds, if you're creative in that sense. If you like making little details beautiful, possibly baby showers or milestone birthdays, that might be right up your alley. 2, what skills do you already have? Maybe you have experience in the corporate world, and that might be a great way for you to get in to begin with, and you understand how things kind of work in that model. Or maybe you've been kind of the go-to person in your family for planning parties or vacations or getaways. I highly recommend you lean into your strengths for that. And 3, where is the demand in your area? Like if your city is full of tech companies, or you're in this like major corporate area, then that might be the great way to go for tech or corporate. If you're in like a family-friendly suburb, then I bet you could get a lot of work with birthday parties, baby showers. You could probably literally post your services on Nextdoor and get some clients right away. So once you've chosen a niche, how do you actually start booking clients? Well, here's where I would focus. First of all, build your portfolio. So even if you haven't done a paid event yet, start creating content around your niche. Offer to do a styled photo shoot. You know, I've talked about this before. Maybe assist another event planner in that department, or maybe start creating some mock-ups on Canva. I also have a video on showing you how to do that, but utilize social media and showcase your designs right away. Next, you're going to want to network with the right people. So different event niches have different key players. Corporate event planners probably should connect with business owners, HR managers, venue coordinators, of course. Baby shower planners, you are going to want to look into building relationships with like photographers, bakeries, party rentals, and like just see who their clientele is already and how you can maybe partner with them to offer your services. And then market yourself like an expert. If you want to be known for corporate events, please make sure that your website and social are actually showing that. You don't want to start promoting corporate events and your whole page is simply weddings. And listen, I kind of make that mistake sometimes, so I got to go check my social media, make sure I'm like truly showing that we're also doing really cool experiential retreats and stuff. Once you've gotten a few clients in your niche, how do you take it to the next level? Here are a few ways that you can grow. First, start thinking about offering packages and bundles. So clients love an all-in-one solution. If you're a proposal planner, let's say, you can offer photography and dinner reservations as part of that package and bring in those vendors to supplement that part. If you're a corporate event planner, maybe include AV services or catering coordination, like things that you are good at or have connections with, bring those people in. Then you want to make sure you're developing some strategic partners. So align yourself with vendors who serve the same audience. And then lastly, stay on top of trends. So no matter what niche you choose, keep learning. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Follow industry news, attend events, take courses, keep watching my channel because I'll show you more of some stuff that's coming up, but keep your skills sharp. So guys, tell me, Tell me, which event niche are you going to explore? I want to know. Drop down in the comment below. I want to know, what are you focusing on right now, and what are you looking to add to supplement to what you're doing now? Or if you're just starting out, I'd love to know what your dream event business looks like. I'm always here to help you grow and support your journey. So as always, if you love this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow, and subscribe and share with a friend. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.